Alright everyone, so today we're going to cover a long-range reconnaissance, long-range operational raid type pack. This is for the long-term sustainment and long-distance movements, something you see out of mountain warfare units and your Ranger LRP teams, long-range reconnaissance and patrol teams, and things like that. And for your SHTF applications, your Minuteman applications, this is the Tasmanian Tiger Raid Mark II pack, I believe. I don't think there's a Mark III yet, so it's one of the newest raid packs from Tasmanian Tiger. This is one of the best higher end competitors for like Crossfire packs and a couple of other manufacturers out there. It's a European and US joint based company. They have a proprietary high quality manufacturing facility in Vietnam, as well as their manufacturing and finishing facilities within the US and in Europe. This pack is used by certain European military forces. I'm not sure if the Australians use these, but I've seen Aussies with these before. It is a very substantial pack. This is the Raid Mark II is something like 53 liters, but it does hold more than that, on top of all of the Molly capability all over the pack as well. I have it in the Ranger Green variant. So we'll start with the front and kind of move around it, and then the top and then the inside and what I've got packed in here right now. Very, very nice thick padded waist belt, and yes, for long range movements you will end up using a waist belt. Excellent, excellent small of the bag and kidney protection. Great, super comfortable padding in here. Undo this clip real quick here. On the outside of the waist belt there is Molly, so I've got a Leatherman actually mollied, a secondary Leatherman mollied right to the waist belt, which is really nice and handy and easy to get to. As you can see, it has multiple different adjustment systems on it for the waist belt, for the top of the shoulders to bring these pads up, and then it has the proprietary V2 Plus adjustment system. Tip that a little bit so you can see V2 Plus adjustment system. So you see all these units here. You can undo a bunch of stuff in here and move it up and down based on your height. It does have an internal frame system as well. You can see the metal in there. It's got aircraft grade aluminum, thick aircraft grade aluminum framing that goes up and in and through for support for the pack. So it is a framed pack. Integral or internally framed pack. You can remove the frame. Top of the frame sits about here. You can kind of see those bits there. You can remove the frame if you want, although I would not recommend it for how large this pack is and how much it can carry. Excellent, excellent padding. You can also remove the waist pad of the waist belt if you don't want it, or if you want to replace it with something else. I don't know. Personally, this thing is stupid comfortable. Very comfortable. I've done a couple of more rucks with it already in my practical application. I think that pretty much covers the side that touches your back. Carry handle, grab carry handle here. There's also ones down on each side down here for like people to like help you get it on and things like that. I usually do it the old school way because it's usually myself, just me by myself, or maybe one other person. Other than that, kind of depends on what you have for your Minuteman teams, small unit teams, things like that. So lots of great adjustment, extremely comfortable when it comes to actually wearing the pack. And I will demonstrate that here in a little bit. I will put it on for you. Moving over to the side, I'll just tip right over here. So looking at it this way, this is it standing tall. This is the right side. Lots of Molly. Got my carabiner here. It has these open with the lasty top cargo pouches down here, along with these pull handles. I've got an extra tourniquet in there right now. You can fit some other stuff in there without it falling out. You can fit a canteen in there as well. Side cargo pocket, cargo pouches. Again, it's the same for both sides. Very large cargo. Very large cargo bays here. I've got my binos in here right now, along with some secondary stuff kind of in these internal mesh zippered pockets. Everything also, the side pockets also has these like elastic retention bits. Okay. You notice there's feed openings here, so you can run hydration lines through if you're going to run a bladder. I usually don't, so that's not an issue for me. Large cargo compartment there. You can fit quite a bit in these things. I haven't even finished putting all the stuff that I want to in these things. And again, MOLLE all over it, so you can put another pouch on the outside of it if you want. Okay. Moving around to the back. Okay. So, looking at it this way, this is what it looks like top to bottom. There's a lot of MOLLE on the back too. I've got 2 external cargo pouches on here. These pouches right now are holding various cooking stuff, utensils, fire starting material, things like that in that pouch. In this pouch, I've got signaling, more tinder pack stuff, spare tent stakes, other things like that that are useful for out in the field. As you can see on the back here, I've got my sleeping pad, the United States Marine Corps accordion folding style sleeping pad that has these retention lines here. And there's also these 2 lines here, so you can do additional attachment on the bottom of a sleep system or another sleeping pad, a tent, whatever. I don't have that down there, but I've got stuff on the inside and the bottom pouch. So I'll put that aside. The main internal cargo compartment, and there is sectioned off with this secondary bottom cargo compartment, and again you can see more MOLLE here. The thing is, on the inside, and I'll show you, there are zippers to where you can make this one large internal pocket cargo system. Okay, they don't have to be separate from each other if you don't want them to be. I'll open this up here. Good elasting kind of covering around the bottom here, because again, if you're going to use it in the full compartment system, it really needs to have some good good closure and retention in that regard. Pop that open. Boom. Sleep system. Get that out of the way. My shelter system. SJK satellite tarp, camouflage tarp shelter system. Extra 550 line. Some extra other stuff. Small manuals that are useful for helping me identify edible food in the field. Some other things like that. If you need to put necessary documents in there, you know, put them in a dry bag. Okay? So that's what's in the bottom. These zippers here, you open these up, and then this top main cargo compartment on the inside and the bottom one becomes one big one, and then you just close this up and you have one giant cargo compartment that you can access from the top or this way. You can also access stuff if you need to from underneath using this too, but that's not the way I have it packed right now. Okay. Give me a second here. Just close that up. Okay. Other side, again, same elastic cargo bit here. You can put canteen, whatever you want. Carry handle. Another large cargo compartment. I've got my tree saw in there. I've got a spare canteen cup, spare field knife, and a couple of other things in that side right now. Again, not the final configuration of the stuff that I'm packing and things like that. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Going to the top, it's got top MOLLE. I've got a main medical pouch on top with a bunch of stuff in it so that it's the easiest to access. All I have to do with this on is take a knee and somebody can get in there and get to it, or I'm just going to take my ruck off and it's right on the outside there, okay? With 4 MOLLE lines, that's not coming off, that's not going anywhere, okay? Along from the top on the outside, there is another top good-sized cargo compartment. As you can see, I have a headlamp, extra 550, gloves, some other stuff in there in the top. items that I need to get to kind of quick, just like other stuff I have on these outside pouches and these side pouches, but not like super pertinent stuff. You know, just things that are nice to have. So the top flap, undo these clips here, undo these clips here, and it opens up. And on the inside, you've got another big internal in the lid, much like Crossfire packs, a big internal medical compartment that I've got a couple of things in right now, some hygiene stuff, water purification tablets, stuff like that. Okay, main cargo compartment. Notice how the flap closes over. It's got some waterproofing material, another clip to help keep that closed. You've got the retention there. It opens up and bellows out into this big old compartment. Okay, take my nods out of there. On the inside, you have a couple of different little compartments and stuff. You can open this up and access the back of the framing in here. Large compartment here that you can put water bladder in, but I've put dried field meals in there. I've got 6 in there right now. So that'll last me a couple of days if I need to. Another securing line here for hydration bladder line, whatever you want to use it for, hooks, whatever. Main cargo compartment area, immediate clothing and stuff. Dry sack for changes of clothes, uniforms, things like that. And it's buried all down in there. A lot of space in here. So, you know, this is just quick access stuff I have in here right now. I'm obviously going to grab that and pull that out so you can see how much space is down in here. Okay, a lot of space in here. And you know, it comes up all the way to here. If you wanted to come up all the way to here and then you kind of cinch down the cover a little bit, you can still get the flap over it. The adjustment lines for securing the flap, they're adjustable down here. Okay, no big deal. You can fit a lot in here. Okay, so I've got my clothes, changes of clothes and stuff kind of buried down in there. What would go on top of that? What do you think? Water and ammo. Okay, batteries I've got in a side pocket. Okay, so they're easier to get to for various things. Food, water and ammo and clothing is going to be the main bit that's going to come in this main compartment, apart from if you want to put a helmet on top of that stuff, whatever it is. You know, again, I don't have it fully packed right now. I had it packed and situated out for some long range hiking and camping, and you know, I'm currently in the process of repacking it for emergency use, for all that fun stuff. But this is a huge cargo compartment, and again, you can open up the bottom of it and combine it with the main big bottom pouch to have an entire giant cargo system in here that you can put everything in. Either way you do it, either way you want to configure it like that, that's fine. It works great either way. So there's a lot of space in this pack, and I can fit everything I need in here. That includes a lot of extra food, a lot of water and other stuff to purify water and things like that. I've got 4 or 5 different forms of fire starting material, apart from, you know, to include, you know, the Espit stove and the fuel tabs in here. Okay, and those are in there. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here to help me last a very long time. Very long time. Again, this is a long-term sustainment pack. This is something that will help you last operationally for weeks at a time. You know, obviously with your clothing and things like that, you're going to have to wash them at some point, whether it's in a creek or whatever. You know, and just kind of deal with it, you know. But as far as you, from what you can see and what I've shown you with the layout of this pack and everything, it can hold a lot. And you have a lot more space with all this molly and everything to put more on there as you need to. Weight is a consideration. You do need to be cognizant of weight. You're not going to be able to do a long-range ruck, you know, 40, 50 miles when your pack weighs 150 pounds, 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And we got overloaded like that pretty hard in the military from times. This is capable of holding that much stuff if you really needed to, but you do need to be smart about how you pack. You need to be smart about what you're packing. And just have it geared in mind that it's meant for long-term sustainment But with any long-term sustainment, there is a moot point. But this pack is right up there at the top with a lot of the other packs that are meant for long-term sustainment. Okay? Excellent, excellent option, and I highly recommend it. It has served me very well. It is extremely comfortable to wear. It's very smart in the design of it and how everything can be utilized and configured. There's a lot of different ways you can do it with this pack. So I'm very pleased with it, and I look forward to continuing to use it and having it prepared for my emergency applications. This is going to help me go a long way for a long period of time. Because I can fit a lot more food in there, I can fit a lot of water in there, and I can fit a lot of ammo in there, apart from whatever else I carry. So, keep that in mind, but this is a type of pack I would highly recommend for people. It's very robust, it holds up very well, it's very well built, and, yeah, I'm just very pleased with it, and I'm glad that it has as much space as it does. Smart with my choice. Anything below like 50 liters for long-term sustainment and long-range operations and things like that, you're definitely going to be feeling it. You're going to be feeling the hurt. Again, be smart about how and what you're packing, but it fits everything just fine that I need. That can help me go for a long period of time. So, Tasmanian Tiger. Excellent, excellent product. They make really good chest rigs too, by the way. Love the pack. Very happy with it. And I'll leave it at that for everyone. So, go ahead and check them out. I will leave a link in the description for a couple of vendors for this pack. And, yeah. Get out there and trade. Be ready. Metal up. Alright, here we go. The Tasmanian Tiger Long Range Raid Pack Mark III. Extremely comfortable. It does have the chest strapping here. You just have to make sure you adjust it properly so that it's fitting good for your hiking needs and everything else. If you have a chest rig on or whatever, you're not going to be using that. You're going to tuck it away somewhere. Top of the strap adjustments, essential. You got bottom of the strap adjustments, essential. Right here. The waist. This thing is super comfortable. Like, I could bend over, stand up, take a knee, get up, whatever. It's not top heavy, even with it packed, with a lot packed in it. It's just really comfortable. The padding's really comfortable. Just lean back and relax, and you're solid. All that padding is doing its job. It's thick. It's very comfortable. Cannot reiterate how comfortable this thing is. It really is. That's why I got it. Apart from the carrying capacity of it, and the modularity. So yeah, it's really, really, really nice pack. Very comfortable. I can walk for miles and miles and miles and miles with this thing on and not feel the hurt. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have weight on, so there's that factor, but it's so comfortable. Like, you don't have a lot of the issues that you have with other packs like Alice packs and things like that. And I love Alice packs, but this is pretty awesome all around. And you got even more you can do with it with modularity and everything, but it is very comfortable. Coming up, you know, I've got it set with a lot of stuff on top. Doesn't matter. I take a knee, somebody can get into that medical kit. It's good to go. I'm very happy with this pack. I'm going to finish packing it and everything and just finish my configuration and placement of all my stuff and everything. But this waist belt's awesome, and I can just go for miles and miles and miles with this thing on, no problem. So, highly recommend it. Just check out the Tasmanian Tiger packs. They're awesome. Super comfortable. Alright? Metal up. Out.